Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm a tad bit late. Had some things going on in my RL. That's what the cool people call real life. I'm sure everyone understands. Ooh, look at Susan giving me all kinds of self-esteem. The only good thing about this case is the music. I should make a cassette tape or an 8-track for Susan. What works better for you, Susan? What do you have in your car? Available only here with your old buddy Brooks at Crime Lines and Lies. Good morning, Virginia Wolf, Luana, Janaka, Poppy. Chrissy made it in. This will not be a very popular show because I'm going to get a lot of feedback saying that Bear is too young to be on the YouTubes. She's too young to be on Al Gore's internet. She's too young to be on the interwebs. Well, I can tell you right now, she's much more mature than me, and she's had a lot more life to live than me in her almost 18 years. And if her grandfather is fine, her talking out on the WWW, then who am I to tell him no? Because let's face it, I'm not the one raising her. So let's take a minute and tell everybody TGIF. And might as well go ahead and buy some of this bitch spray because I have a feeling, if you look at the screen, we might need it today. Hello, Holly. How are you, girlfriend? How are you doing? There's Bugs Mama. Woo! What to do? Well, there's a creator that, in my mind, used to do really good work and had somewhat of what I would call some relevancy around Al Gore's internet. Okay? Now she goes by, I'm that bitch Mama Bear. And I've used a lot of her recordings between her and Allie. And, oh, look at Susan. Might need to eat. Holy shit. Okay. That totally threw me off track. Susan, shit. And she had some recordings between her and Allie, between her and Drew. Drew's little sister, as in Hunter's little sister. Had some insane things to say about things that were witnessed at the Wells home, 110 Ben Hill Road. Now then, I will say right off the jump that I believe these girls. It's not so much the instrument that brings the information that I hitch my wagon to. It is the actual information. Okay? Does that make sense? Susan said, sorry, girl, I'm grumpy when I first wake up. Stripping does that to you. Stripping does that to you. Susan's been moonlighting again. I'm going to bring up someone that's going to co-host a little bit with me today, who actually helped capture the interview last night. And you're going to hear that this little girl, hasn't completely opened up, but she knows a lot. Let's please take a second and welcome our guest. Well, good morning, Queen Bee of Mobs. How are you, honey?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Now then, I know that we all know that all of these children have been victimized, whether it's by what they have witnessed, what has happened to them. Before we jump into a very old recording and get to your interview last night, I want to ask you something. And this is basically sociology 101. Why do so many people on the www.dumbass discount when people talk about their own lives? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were just speaking in general. I don't know. I've just been watching a lot since I started the YouTube thing, and I think a lot of people shouldn't even be doing YouTube.
Well, that's for sure, but it is a free platform, and we have a little pesky thing called the First Amendment, and we can't really get rid of that anytime soon. Our Constitution is not on dry erase board. We may not like what they say, but they have every right to say it as long as they're not. Well, they can slander, they can defame within reason, and they can even lie a little bit, and because really, what's going to happen to them? So that's the reason I listen to the people that were truly there. So you guys, let's go through this with me. I'm not sure if Queen Bee of Mobs has heard it. You might have to turn your volume up.
I've heard a little bit of it.
Okay. It's sketch. Okay. And it's all about what Allie's kids witnessed at 110 Ben Hill Road, and it has always upset me. Ooh, Jean said it doesn't fit the narrative. I'm going to go ahead and give Jean comment of the day.
She's right, though.
She is right. I'm telling you what, sharp as a tack, that one.
Trigger warning.
The way that girl was treated, you all were treated horribly by Candace and Don. I really think Don was molesting her. If she's passed away.
Okay, so I have the closed caption on, by the way. She didn't say the way he arrested her. So you guys feel free to rhyme, okay? Feel free to rhyme. Now, before we get to the second segment, how do you know Allie's youngest daughter? Don't give away where you live or anything like that, but you can give away familial relations and things like that.
My sister's mother is married to Bear Bear's grandfather, Randy, for 26 years.
For 26 years. You guys got that? 26 years. Is he a real stand-up guy?
He's better than Bear's father. He does his hardest and his best for that little girl.
And she's being raised in New York since Allie passed away. Do you happen to know, was she also removed from the home by CPS before, or did she go after Allie passed away?
She came up here after Allie passed away.
Okay, that answers my question.
Yeah, right. Randy wanted her up here.
Okay.
She's in a better place than we are, True. She's away from the beating. She's away from the sexual assault. She's away from it all, True.
And what it is.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the trigger warning up. I just really can't believe the person that had this phone call that acts like you're getting a recipe for no-bake cookies.
She's a piece of shit.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for dusting that on there. That's the truth. She's like, Allie's trying to comfort her daughter, True, saying that Summer's in a better place. She's away from the beatings in the SA. Okay. And then that would be something that would make me almost pass out. But as you can hear, the creator, and the show is not about her. She's just like she did not hear anything. What? The Mighty Jungle said, Brooks, please send prayers to West Virginia Butterfly. She's fighting for her life now in the hospital. Dear God, how many people around Candace Wells die or are fighting for their lives? Yes.
Well, sounds familiar.
Why? Please get better. Holy shit.
Sending hugs. That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure who it is.
She's the lady that back in the fall, Candace said she was having an affair with her.
That's right.
Oh, and that's where I came. That's so funny you say that, because that's where I did mention to Mama Bear that Randy might be going down south to go see a woman he was having an affair with. And I did. I speculated it was Candace, but I wasn't sure.
No, let's please lift up West Virginia Butterfly in prayer, or however you do it. Geez, these people do not deserve to get entangled with this tribe. Can we at least all agree on that?
100%.
They do not deserve to be in this.
Trigger warning.
What an idiot.
The way that girl was treated, you all were treated horribly by Candace and Don. I really think Don was molesting her. If she's passed away, she's in a better place than we are, True. She's away from the beating. She's away from the sexual assault. She's away from it all, True.
And what did it say? I couldn't understand what ago because she was crying.
Well, she's still crying. Jeanette says, what did she say? I can't understand her because she was crying. That's when you take a step back and say, it's okay. It's okay. You don't get impatient and act like you're annoyed and say, I couldn't hear because she was crying. Well, these things deeply affect the children, the things that they saw, the things that they possibly lived through, what they're living through right now, because it's not every day in your life that a child that was like basically a member of your family just disappears.
I know. You and Hunter loved that girl more than her own parents did. You sent me here with me. What is that? It's cool. Here, have a cigarette. I think she needs to join. I think she needs a joint. Let it out. Let your feelings out.
Allie, you wonder why you were ever in trouble. We don't say around anybody that we need to give a child a joint. And let's face it. Go ahead. You go right ahead.
Because I'm just sitting here racking my brain. Mama Bear claims that she's here to protect children and forbid if anybody brings someone at a decent age but underage on panel, but yet she's doing a goddamn interview with a mother that's in distraught with small children around.
and it's disgusting. And
Make
she
that make sense.
makes sense. Exactly. And also you can tell she's hurried for whatever reason.
Brooks, you are definitely not dumb. I can tell you that right now.
Well, I play dumb really good on TV along with, or YouTube, along with sometimes I put on the attorney's hat, sometimes the doctor's hat. You just never know how smart I'm going to be from day to day. And I am not here to disparage the dead, but I will tell you, Allie was a shit hook for a mother. Total
Yeah,
shit
she
hook.
wasn't the greatest mother in the world. But I tell you what, I can tell you right now, out of all the 3 kids that she had, and that's True, Hunter, and Bear Bear, Bear Bear was her sidekick. Like, she was the one that would help her mother and make everything better, where the other 2 would give her a harder time. Bear Bear's a good kid.
She absolutely is. Now, when I would have cut off everything with the Wells is when Dawn Wells said to Allie that Bear Bear has a big rack for the age of 12. 1, 2. I'm going to get shut down for even repeating that. And that all the black guys look at her all the time. Now, that is basically a symphony that only Dawn Wells can write. If I was Allie, there would be a new phone number and there would be no contact those people ever again. Her son should never have been involved on June 15th, 2021. And nobody should have been witness to any of their nastiness. But she's not here to defend herself. That is just what we know that's been captured via digital media.
Oh, yes. Yeah, hold on.
Does Hunter know?
No, we're trying not to talk to him about it.
What if it comes across the phone he's at?
Well, he's with.
You didn't think about
He's
that.
with.
Damn. The news. So they did find her? Is that what you said?
Word to the wise, Jeanette, and you're irrelevant earth-wise, okay? I don't even mean in this case. I mean just on planet Earth, you're irrelevant. Never put words in someone's mouth when they have information. That's called leading. And you obviously have someone who's very upset on the phone with you. You can tell by the insane editing she's got going on, real tight editing skills, that she has no idea what she's doing. And she has no idea how fragile this girl is and how important this case is to anyone that cares about missing children, but particularly the people of Hawkins County, Tennessee. I see you too. She's not the only irrelevant one. True. Go ahead. Mark down all the ones. I have a feeling I know who you're a fan of, and that's okay. Love you.
Allie. I couldn't hear you a while ago when you was reading it because she was crying.
They said that they found some remains. They were human, but each gender and how it happened hasn't been revealed yet. Where did they find them? It doesn't say.
And it came across your phone? Was it like a random number or something? I mean, could it be somebody playing?
No, it's from somebody's.
Oh, no.
He's got a laundry just longer.
It's okay, baby.
Just breathe, baby. Just breathe.
I can't call Mama because she's working right now.
Yeah, you might. There's a towel and small towel.
Because there's second demented people in this world. She's not even in jail. Like, what the fuck? That calendar, am I
I don't blame the girl for being upset and crying and saying, why are they not in jail? WTF. These are people they know. These aren't Monday morning quarterbacks like yours truly that are talking about a case.
He posted it September. And plus I sent it in group chat.
Okay, September Angel wants to come up for a second. Okay, there she is. Hey, good morning, honey. How are you? Or for some people, afternoon. How's it going?
I'm in the car
Well, shit, you can't be talking on the phone and
driving. Hey, so Tammy, how old is
Yep.
Bear?
16, she'll be 17 next month.
Okay, is that any different than Jeanette putting her daughter on a panel at 17?
Nope.
Okay, she had her all over YouTube crying and telling a story about how Allie tried to set her up with Hunter or something, and she was only 17. And she wants to sit and say, I never put minors on my panel. The hell you don't.
The difference is I waited until Bear was almost 17 to even think about bringing her up.
Right, but she made her daughter do it. She even said that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's all I needed to say. I didn't even jump down now.
will
Okay.
you be careful driving?
Drive safe.
You're as bad as Bullhorn Betty driving around on your phone. What am I going to do with September Angel? Goodness. Everything would be totally different if one person in Summerwell's life, and I'm never blaming the kids, okay? Forget that business. But the adults, had someone been a little more proactive. I think we can all agree on that.
First, we're walking on the streets. I will literally beat her ass. Like, I'm not fucking playing.
Shit, I don't blame you, baby girl. I'll help you.
I got a kid's true. Go over at Fun Fest. I was doing that Fun Fest last year. True. Yeah. Being that you're saying that, how could she do that to her baby? What do you think she did to her?
Well, we know she didn't look.
I mean, look at her. She's being sarcastic shit for no reason.
I thought Mama Bear said she never said anything negative
There's
about
no
Candace.
way she was affected or nothing because she don't run her own. I agree. She do that. Well, what made Hunter say?
I believe the one girl is Chris and the other girl is Allison. Correct me if I'm wrong.
True is the one crying.
Oh, okay. I thought
Jeanette.
that didn't sound like Allison.
Jeanette, and you and Allie was the first person on the phone. I believe Chris, who is no longer in the Jeanette picture, for obvious
So how
reasons.
was true when she did that interview? She would have still been young, correct? Underage?
She would have been about, let me see, this was 3 years ago. Let's see. She'd be about 16, 17.
Ah, Mama Bear, you're a piece of shit.
Woo! Woo! Stacy said, what is that squeaky sound? It's you not having a membership. I can't do anything about the sound until you get your membership back. LOL. No, it's bad recording from Jeanette, but we're going to get through it.
Try drowning. Because everybody says she died from secondary drowning. I believe that too.
Taylor, can I have some more coffee, please?
Thank you, question.
True, baby, you want some coffee? I will share. I wish I could just come and swoop y'all up and just let y'all stay here and just get away from it all.
Who the hell would want to stay? And
Yeah, night I was having issues with Rob. She ended up messaging me, and I messaged her back, and I was honest with her what was going on. She's like, "You got a safe place to go." I'm a mama bear, you know. I just want to make sure my cubs are safe. Get the fuck out of here, you manipulating bitch.
Question it said True was 16 at the time of this.
Yeah, exactly.
And yes, I have played it a few times because she says a lot.
Fucking incarnation.
What?
Lights out. Lights out.
What do you
It
mean?
just get fucking dark. And they're still on their fucking play brackets. How the fuck you gonna play whatever fucking pickleball? Whatever. Yeah, we got the light from the building. We'll just use that real quick.
Right?
Okay, that's Allie talking. Question It has a question. Question It is questioning something. I will let Queen and her husband answer it, talking about Jeanette. And the show's not about Jeanette, but I understand she's going to come up in conversation. Her cubs, she seems to know these folks.
Oh, I can tell you Bear was not a fan of Mama Bear's because I had mentioned Mama Bear's name, and I even showed her a picture. She said she never met her in person, though. But she remembers conversations she's had with her mother, and she rolled her eyes and was like, yeah, I don't really like her.
Yeah. Granny 06. Didn't all of Allie's kids and Allie stay with the Wells? They certainly have. To the point that Allie was buying actual groceries for them around the time that Jose was also up on the hill.
Dude, you not seen the dark dog box. Hunter doesn't have a phone, right? He does, but he don't. It ain't his fault. He can't have it when he's at work. I think he's working tonight.
Okay, let me ask you a
Tomorrow's gonna be a
question.
fucking
Let me ask you a question. Do y'all randomly text each other like while he's at work? Like, hey son, how you doing? Da da da. Like I do mine.
He's not allowed to.
Oh shit. Well, see, there goes my idea.
Yeah, she's forced to that.
I don't have no $5 right now, honey.
Maybe I wish I had it. I'd give it to you.
Yeah, right.
Okay, obviously, who's upset? No one has $5. The he they're talking about is Hunter. Saying, does she call him? Does she text him? No, we are not allowed to. That is Allie, True, and according to Allie, her youngest daughter, Bear. Why Hunter was removed, I can only guess.
Does she have cash out? I do. Who does it? I'll send the money. Where's my cash out? All the lost photos.
Exactly, Stephanie.
July 15th last year happened. I mean, June 15th. How the fuck did I say July?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, out of that car.
Go.
Jason hollering at the cat.
Okay, the guy in the background.
Oh my God, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just seen that comment from CM. It says, I seen that video KL put out. Jose talked about the peephole and it was shown. And I remember that interview that I watched about Jose. It's kind of weird because when Taylor came out with her story, and if you watch, I don't know if the video is still out there, but there was a video where somebody put peepholes in the bathroom when Taylor would be in the bathroom.
Oh, well, this is a peephole at 110 Ben Hill Road. Who is KL? Someone fill me in. I don't know who KL is. But the genius man in the background that just blurted out he likes corn would be Jeanette's boyfriend, as if that matters. I can't imagine just getting up talking about how you like corn. But I agree with just me. It's a pattern. Oh, killer looks. Well, I trust Joey for real. Yeah, killer looks. He's awesome. Really good kid.
Hey, out of that car.
Jason hollering at the cat.
It's pretty silly though. We're getting cash up just to figure out no fucking cash out.
I do the same because I don't know mine either.
Oh, okay. Money sign. Okay, it's dollar signs and then 1,000 years.
Chrissy said she's seen Korn live 6 times. I've only seen them twice. And I will say they put on a hell of a show. Jonathan Davis coming out with unwashed hair, cornrowed, and the bagpipes. Great show. But I would never sit in the background while someone is talking about horrific things in their life and go, I like corn. I didn't know if it was Sling Blade or Cattle King, but now I realize they're kind of one of the same.
How am I supposed to take a message? I got you. Okay. Shit, but I can't get my cards and crap. But I can get money. Should be here in a little bit. Breathe, mama, breathe. She's been off her walker since last night. Why didn't you come so early? I know, I saw him about it. Yeah, but just think tomorrow's gonna be a fucking bad thing because you're gonna have me, her brother, and her sister. I sent you $10. Thank you.
Shit. I agree. Nails on a chalkboard. I would rather hear my own annoying voice. My God. Than listen to that. I mean, for those of you that are young enough like me, do you remember chalkboards when you were in school? And when the teacher wouldn't open up a new box of chalk and her nail would hit the chalkboard? That's what I think I'm listening to. And times like this, I wish I had waxy ears. Okay? Let's see. Chrissy. She is obviously too young. She just has a bunch of monkeys with their eyes covered up. Yep, it sucked. Queen Bee of Mobs, are you there? Are you following this?
Yes, I'm right here. I just put it on mute so that way if I said it, talked or something, or my dog started barking.
You're good. You're good. And I'm not picking on anyone that has government phones. I will tell you that whoever recorded this, although it's extremely important, it should have been edited quite a bit just for sound quality, not to take out any information.
It's in person. I'm trying to stay away from because he's jealous. You're welcome. So sad.
Yeah. And not one time has that woman ever looked for that baby.
Nope. Nope. And says she wants to go parade around fucking Sunfest with a fucking van. I know. Look, you want to see something? Watch, guys. Wait till I'm camera.
We have breaking news. Walking Dead Zombies is cleaning right now. So she must be having a big party tonight or something. Because obviously this groundbreaking show is not enough to make her sit down. Kat said, rest in peace, earbud users. And she's got really cool earbuds. Did I ever tell you about the earbuds that Kat has, Queen of Mobs?
No.
They're Kansas City Chiefs, and she was super confused when she got them because she said, only the way Kat can say it. She said, there's some American bloke in there saying, Kansas City. Just drove me crazy. I laughed so hard.
Fucking van. I know. Look, you want to see something? Watch, guys. Wait till I'm camera. You know, I never heard that girl's voice.
Never.
We all thought she was autistic and she couldn't talk.
We've never heard her.
Okay, clarification would be nice. So I'm going to give it to you. Allie said, I've never heard that girl talk. Now later she said she had heard her talk. So what is the truth? I don't know. She said, we thought that girl was autistic or something. That's a very rude thing to say because there's plenty of people with autism that can talk and whistle and sing. So she's talking about Summer. I believe Summer kept her mouth shut because of the obvious things that were going on around her. Sec to No One said, according to West Virginia Butterfly's daughter, Candace was making arrangements to meet up in Gatlinburg for a rendezvous during the second search for Summer, too. Well, Candace, you're a big fat fucking liar. Nobody has ever searched in Gatlinburg except for you because you like to go down there. I remember watching one of your podcasts, I will say to be polite, and you were begging for $40 to ride rides. Okay? That's what you were doing. So Gatlinburg for you is a vacation. It has nothing to do with finding your daughter.
We heard her laugh on that one video.
I know, Princess. always going to be in your heart and your soul. Is that the one you're just looking in Walmart? You're gonna meet a whole bunch of people. Because I will kill a motherfucker.
I'm already down for it. Let's do it. I want to know where they found the remains.
I don't know, because there was nothing
I
about
hope like fucking ain't by that wash.
Well, what's your man? They get 2,000 young people had a weed. Can you bring me my Snapple? Thank you. Was that Summer's voice? I never heard her voice. Choice, a lot of them. Like, these two are inseparable.
Like nobody's ever heard that baby's voice. Like literally.
Baby.
I agree with just me. Hang on, I gotta sneeze. Oh, that came from my toes. They're all sitting around like True isn't traumatized, whether it be Jeanette or Allie or the other woman on the phone. You know, these children are traumatized. I would be traumatized if a child, even if I never met the child, went missing from my neighborhood. And odds are I would not know who the child is. I don't understand. I do not.
Now do another one. Alright, fine. How about your TikToks? Don't post her on there because people like the freaking colors. I don't have my own TikTok. Thank you. When he came out, yeah, he went back in.
Okay, so we can totally get that True is very upset, does not want to revisit these memories. She has other ones, which are not very quaint, in my opinion. Now we're going to get to last night on another channel. If somebody wants to put the link in, I would much, much, much appreciate it. When Allie's daughter, who is also, her name is Bear Bear, who is True's younger sister and Hunter's younger sister. She has moved to another state since her mother passed away. So I guess I need to make a family tree. True is the oldest child, then Hunter, then Bear.
And now that, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was asking if you were there.
What was I gonna say? Oh God, now I lost track of mind. Oh, my mind just went blank. Forget how I was gonna say that. Yes, she was down in Tennessee up until Allison passed away, and then she's been in New York since then. And I have never met Bear. I've heard about Bear throughout the years because of my sister. And my sister is kind of like a second mom to her. She tries to help Bear out as much as she can because of, making sure she takes care of herself, hygiene wise and all that. And guides her pretty much in the right direction. And now people are saying since last night, because what happened was Mama Bear tried to say I was lying and I didn't know who Bear was or Randy Clark and all this and all that. So I waited until she got a little bit older to prove that I did know her. And now people are saying that Randy Clark and Bear live with me. They don't. They live down the road from me, but they don't live with me. So people like to twist stuff, and that's why I think half these people shouldn't even be covering Summerwell's case.
No, just stick with the facts. And the facts are she does live down the road from you. Nobody wants the address. Don't even give away the town. And she came to visit last night, and there's nothing wrong with that. And this is with permission from her guardian. Who is that handsome man? Mr. Munch, do you have a calendar?
Do you have a calendar?
Do I have a calendar? Yeah, I got a calendar. It's hanging on my wall.
People do not need permission to take anybody out that gets out of hand or wants to make a comment. I remember one live, somebody coming up and stating that I don't know Randy Clark or Bear or any of those folks. I beg to differ. So would you like to see
Exactly.
who I know?
Sarah, I think that is.
Sarah said, who cares if they do live with you or did live with you? Bunch of weirdos. Yeah, what's their business?
That's my family. Why, if they needed me, why wouldn't I be there for them? To me, Randy Clark is my family. It's my sister's stepfather. and she'll even call him dad. Has a close relationship with both her stepdad and our father.
Mama Bear, listen, Jeanette is just upset and jealous because the fact is she wanted Bear to go up on her panel, as in on that bitch Mama Bear. And it never happened. She's just upset because we're not going to allow that to happen.
She was being too pushy, and that's when I backed out.
And Bear, when it's ready for Bear to come out and speak about certain things, she will come out and she will explain to everybody her true feelings about Jeanette.
And we also know that she knew Dawn and Candace Wells. She was familiar with Summer. And she knows, I'm not saying she knows what happened to Summer, but she knows Summer is missing.
Needless to say, Mama bitch, you're wrong.
Ooh.
Guess what? Guess who's here with me? Oh my goodness, that's Bear Bear. Hi.
She's so cute.
Oh,
What a pretty girl. Oh my.
She's beautiful. In person, she is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh
She's-
my gosh.
She's in cheerleading, and she absolutely adores me. Like the first day I ever met her, and she loves Rob. Like yesterday when I went with Randy and my sister to go pick Bear Bear up from school, she's like, "Rob's not with you? Where's Rob?" So we actually stopped at my house. Yes, she met my dogs because she wanted to meet my dogs. We only stayed for like 5 minutes, and then Rob goes, "I'll go back to your dad's with you." So we took Bear and brought her to my dad's, and we spent until almost 10:30 there last night.
had dinner with her the whole 9 yards.
That's my dad's house that Bear's at, you dumb fucking bitch.
See, you're on Brooks's live. Brooks's lives are
Sorry,
PG.
guys.
Brooks's lives are PG.
Who said something?
I don't know. Some other creator now they got, or I don't know if it's a creator or just a dummy account saying that Bear and Randy were living with me. That's not my house that we were at. That's my dad's house.
That's okay.
I don't have green walls.
Well, I love the avocado green. I believe the 70s are coming back. It's no one here that said anything.
Yeah. You guys want to be wise asses. You guys think you guys know everything, but guess what? Just smacked you in your mug, huh? I'd say it took your teeth out, but you ain't got none.
And I was driving Randy's car today.
And Tammy had Randy's Jeep all day. Wow. Look at that. But we don't know him. It's a shame that you think you know everything, Jeanette. And it sucks to be you. And Angry Little Beaver, which is Rose, says, "Aw, hello, Bear. That is one person that you definitely want on your side because she is a protector." Yeah, I think it's because I put my phone a certain way on the table, Haley. But yeah, there you go. Hello, Haley. But you know, you sit there and say how I don't know certain people. Boy. Newsflash.
We're family.
Yeah, family.
Even told Brooks that we were lying. Our family.
I am mad as fuck. Why are you mad as fuck now, Haley? Huh? The pimp down the street didn't pimp out the hookers like you wanted them to? What the hell happened?
Who put Bear with the bear in the heart?
Queen Bee of Mobs, which is right behind you.
Oh.
I'm here, but riding down, so I can't hear. All right. You're good.
Traveling Cash App. I know it's hard to follow, especially if you haven't been following the Summer Wells case. This is Hunter's little sister. She lives in New York, and she's slowly but surely talking about things that she saw, from another creator, which to me is irrelevant, but she still gets under people's skin. Mine, I have skin. And about Summer Wells and what she witnessed.
She considered Summer Wells like a sister to her.
Summer was like a sister to her. Exactly. That's a better way to put it. Thank you.
And Hunter
good,
did
Disco.
know her also.
What is that? I'm sorry, did not mean to cut you off.
I said Hunter even considered her like a sister and adored her. I mean, YouTube's YouTube, and even when Andrew did the thing with Hunter on camera and talked about whatever, I try not to. I separate that from the personal stuff, if that makes sense.
People use this shit.
If anyone needs a break, Black Wing said, all I can see is Summer. This is painful. It is painful. Because let's have a little break and remind everyone we're live and shit.
It's fucking live, you dumbass.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Can't stop.
Okay, whatever. Play your little game, Donnie.
All right, I'm gonna have to go. She don't think we're live and shit. Okay, and she's fucking going off and acting like an alcoholic. I have to get off here now.
That's fine.
I
Thank you
appreciate
so much
y'all.
for talking to us.
Don, I'll
All right,
talk to you
thank you.
later.
All right, bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye,
Okay.
Candace.
Let's go
Thank
to
you.
Victor Rager.
That is fucking live, you dumb bitch. You are stupid, man.
I just discussed my back.
Man,
That's all I asked.
fucking live, you fucking bitch.
Oh, they just seen that. You're a dumbass. They just seen you punch me in my throat.
Whatever, man.
You're a dumbass. You're a real dumbass. You got a real dumb fucking ass. They just seen when you throw me in the punch. You know, you're a dumbass.
Did you just get amazing people? Prayer Garden said, hello, everyone. God bless. And God bless you, Prayer Garden, because I heard that you had West Virginia Butterfly's daughter on your show last night. I have not caught it yet. I think it's very interesting that Candace was trying to lure West Virginia Butterfly down to Gatlinburg. And you are welcome to come up if you want to.
I hope all is well with Bear Bear. Bear Bear's doing good.
Doing good?
Bear Bear's doing just good. It ain't going to be a long life, but I just wanted to come up here and prove a couple points. Like people thinking that, you know, I don't know somebody. Guess what? I do. I do.
That's my niece.
That is my lovely niece. She's thinking she's a musician now. She's going on to the next. Can we?
Oh my God, what is this? America's Got Talent? Who does she think she is? Celine Dion?
She's a little Puerto Rican diva.
My gosh. I mean, she just wanes of talent.
I was supposed to rotate him, I forgot.
Peas in a Pod has a question. You may know, you may not. Remember Candace Facebook messaging prior to June 15th with Randy Clark about moving to Tennessee.
Yes, that's when I started figuring out who Randy, like I knew who Randy was, but I never put two and two together when I started talking to Mama Bear. And then when I started doing research, I came across that post. So I started questioning it.
For real.
And I hate to say it, Randy is that type of guy that likes to help people. And like, I mean, he took on my niece and nephew. He took on my sister. He took on Bear Bear. TM is the one I think that posted that about Randy Clark living with me. The one that you just put that up on the screen.
I haven't seen it. Why are people messaging me? I'm live. I find it concerning that he's bragging about knowing a 16-year-old. I don't think that's really what it is. But I mean, remember, we can see things in different angles. I think it comes down to the info that Bear has and is opening up about. Remember, out of the mouths of babes. And she will.
There's more I can say, but I'm not going to put it on YouTube. So there.
Okay.
Sing like stars. We're going to make up a new program just for her. Yeah, Bear, she's cute. She's a pain in the ass sometimes.
Beautiful.
But
She looks
she's
just
cute.
like her mama.
You know? Suzette Brown, another line on panel. Nice. Hey, Suzette, why don't you mind your business? How about that? You admitted that Mama Bear put a minor on her panel.
Let's go straight to the horse's mouth. Let's ask Rob. Rob, were you using this for content? Last I checked, you're not monetized and you don't want to be monetized.
I don't listen. You know, the thing is if I get monetized, I
Mama
get
Bear
monetized,
wannabe.
Okay. Mama Bear's problem is I don't. She thinks I do this for clicks and views. I don't. I do this for fun. I do this to prove my point and to prove people wrong. don't come on YouTube pretending to be somebody that you're not, or stating something when I find out the truth about you. What I did was prove to Mama Bear that I know Bear personally.
Yep, because she was running her mouth spreading rumors.
So I don't use it for content. I don't care if I get the views. I don't care if I get the content. I that doesn't bother me. I just proved the point last night, and Bear was ready and willing to do it. And like she says, when she's ready and willing to do it, there's going to be a lot more to come out because she's going to explain her true feelings of Jeanette.
Not only that, but just like Don did give underage kids alcohol.
Just like,
and threatened to harm them if they didn't drink. You want me to keep going?
Yep.
But we don't want to do this for content. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'll say it. But yes, she was one of the little girls that Don served alcohol to and threatened her if she didn't drink. So Mama Bear, you can kiss my mother freaking ass because I'm so done with your drama shit.
I just feel horrible for these children, and I couldn't imagine having, a child. And you have to agree.
Bear has already stated to us multiple times she doesn't like Mama Bear. For the fact is,
she's weird,
and there's more to the story, but I'm just going to put a little bit out there. She does not like the way she talked or treated her mother.
And she wants to speak up about her mom because she has heard, not through us, this is way before I even started talking to Bear, that she has heard that people talking negative about her mom.
And that must be very hurtful because she misses her mom.
She had tears in her eyes when she was talking about her.
She loved her mother. She loved her mother.
She's you know what I mean? Allison's Allison. I can't really judge based off of what I've heard about Allison. I can only go off of how wonderful Bear is as a child. You can have 10 children. Probably 4 children out of that 10 bunch, you're going to have a little troublemaking kids. The other 6 are probably going to be all around decent kids. Well, she's one out of the 3 that are actually a pretty decent all the way around. Hunter changed his life around. He got out of the mix with the Summer Wells case. He had a child of himself, and he works hard, has a full-time job, takes care of his daughter, and he stays away from people.
Who could blame him? TMXO said, "Hey, Kat, I found something the other day, an old stream of yours. I was thinking of you. I really wish Kat would bring her skills back to YouTube, because talk about clicks and views. I used to use her content all the time. Don't hate the player, hate the game."
And I hate to say it, you could tell it's a Mama Bear wannabe anyways, just the way they type. I can't unseen and unhear a lot of shit that has been said and shown on YouTube since I've been part of this. And I am not going to sit back after knowing what Taylor's situation is with Mama Bear and Cattle King. I'm sorry. I won't do it, and I'm not going to pretend I'm somebody I'm not. You guys don't like it. I don't give a crap. I don't need friends. I don't need YouTube people to be my friend. At the end of the day, you want to be a friend, that's fine and dandy. But I will not stand behind what the shit I have found out and the stuff that Mama Bear admitted. And I put 2 and 2 together, and I have done research. And the research, whether it's AI or not, if you put an actual court document in AI media, it will give you what you need to know.
Well, there's 304 people here, and they don't seem to have any problem with you at all. So let's leave the generalities for another place. All these people are super cool people. I'm telling you, super cool. We're all mad here, met Allison at the Walmart, and she said she was a really cool person. I imagine she was. I mean, she did customer service at the Walmart.
Remember? So I'd advise you to mind your business.
No, I'm almost 17.
Okay? This is her choice. So there you go. Put that in your pipe, or should I say Mama Bear's pipe, or in Act Right's pill bottle and swallow it. Okay? So let's not go there. So just might want to mind your business because you will be taken out. And look at that, Mama Bear. You sit there and say, I don't get the clicks and the views. I beg to differ. I got your people scanning my lives and scanning my shorts. I don't need to worry about clicks and views. Okay? I don't need to worry about it.
TM, you're wrong.
Well, she said I had it bad for him even more than you did. She gone. Roe took Suzette out. Boom, done, gone. Bye-bye. That's what happens, Suzette, when I get told that I'm a liar, that I don't know certain people. So if you can't handle that, guess what? Oh, well.
Bye-bye.
Just like Bear said. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bear said bye-bye. Look at that.
So maybe this young lady who is active in sports has a social group of peers at her new school since her mother passed away, which is a horrible thing, is a little tired of a certain woman out of Florida who will remain nameless, always bothering her to come on her show. So when she feels safe with someone, she goes on there and goes, bye-bye, as in, leave me alone. Don't contact me anymore with any of your Facebook profiles. Do not bother me with your YouTube channel. And no one's wrong asking a question. Okay.
And we answered that question, TM. Open up your ears. We answered that question.
We don't fight on here.
Rewind it and look for the answer. Sorry.
No, you're okay. You're okay. People can ask questions. And also, this woman recently lost a loved one, her son. And so her emotions are a little closer, to the skin than other people's. Okay. And I absolutely, I feel horrible for her. And
well, she's got a good team behind her. I can tell you that.
She does. You're talking about Bear, right?
Yes.
Oh. How did you get that YouTube name? MAGA Bitch Babe. Ooh. Ooh. That should be me. Real quick, let me show you something that my friend Kat made for me. Do not get mad at me. People think I get political too much, and I don't. I just talk about myself. But someone named MAGA Bitch Babe put that in.
No, not you. Not you. Your organization's terrible. Your organization's terrible. Let's go. Go ahead. Quiet. Quiet. Go ahead. She's asking a question. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a question. I'm not going to give you a question. You are fake news.
That's not directed at anyone. It's just hilarious that Kat made that for me on election day. And every now and then I pull it out of the archives.
Question. That's a good comment.
Maybe Mama Bear went to the kids to help keep them quiet when they chose to speak. That's what I'm thinking. Because this little girl, well, she's not a little girl, almost 17, does not want to be bothered. She speaks privately to people, and what she says, hopefully is turned over to the police. Can anyone confirm what she says is turned over to Hawkins County or Tennessee Bureau of Investigation?
No.
Okay.
She's adult enough. Okay. So, what's everybody doing tonight? Andrew had a nice little live, Like I said, had some fucktards come in, but it is what it is. You always deal with fucktards. I am about to message you, Tammy. Tammy? Haley's going to message you. All right. It is a kindly, friendly show. That's right. It's a kid-friendly show. I'm not being By all means, I'm not being a jackass. I'm being on here, being respectable. I'm not using no foul language, but if people don't like how I do my lives and who I have as a special guest, then don't watch. You don't have to watch. But see, I already got your view because you already came in. So thank you for the view, Suzette. Greatly appreciate it. Haley, don't give it fuel. No, don't give it fuel. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It is what it is. You can't cry over spelt milk. You definitely can't cry over the fucking fucked up.
Now you know I don't lie.
Yeah, now you know I don't lie. Who's that? Sky Warner 889. What up, Boober? Yeah, who's that? Let's figure out how long he's had his channel. Who wants to be next?
Rob is not related to Andrew.
No, they're just friends.
No, they're just friends. These two, Tammy and her husband Rob, they have opened up their doors to people in their community that have an issue with a housing situation. We had a long talk about it early this morning, that it's time to stop that business. And that's, they have opened their doors to people a lot. Do you want to explain that?
He was with Andrew what night? Oh, these people crack me up.
Okay, let me set this Wendy G straight. Okay.
Okay, well, just remember, she's my friend. So
Oh, I know, because she's accusing me of doing something that I know for a fact, and I have test results to prove otherwise. Because she's sitting there and saying how what she saw and what she heard. So, needless to say, Wendy G, I have been sober for 8.5 months and haven't touched the other substance in over 18 months. So, if you saw it, and if you have proof of that, I would love to see it, because I have test results that prove otherwise, and I have no problem proving my innocence. Unlike other people that come onto YouTube and claim to be something that they're not.
Funny how people throw stuff up to distract. That stuff blows my mind.
see, Wendy said, good for you. It was a time ago. Exactly. We've all have a past. Without a past, we would not have a present. And without the present, we wouldn't have the future. And they've made it clear on their channel that they brought in Andrew, his wife, before she started fucking Duke, which was disgusting. They're homeless, and Alyssa's thinking about her ass. And their children, because they said they were not going to separate a family. And that has really nothing to do with what we're talking about today. But if you would like to buy Munch's book, it will be available on Amazon any day now. That's a joke.
Next. Yeah, exactly. Who wants to be next? Sky Warner. You want to be next to be taken out? Because Roe ain't no joke. Roe will take you out.
Right up, baby.
So who's Sky Warner? Huh? Who's that? Is that Bubba? Is that you, buddy? Is that you, buddy?
No, I'm not really in it.
Oh, buddy. Bubba, you want to?
Okay, I don't care about Bubba. Is there anything that you have, I'm just going to say heard, that would possibly help the Summerwells case?
No.
Okay.
I wish I did. Honestly, I wish I followed it a little bit closer and got involved in it in the beginning. But in the beginning, when I first started, even doing lives with Andrew. And those, of course, were back in, if somebody wants to bring up those times of me drinking with Andrew, absolutely. I agree with that. But that's over 4 years ago, so that's irrelevant.
We've never denied anything.
Okay. But in the same sense, with those lives, there were certain people in there that was not taking the Summer Wells case seriously. It's like it was a joke to some people, because it's like, they want to question Andrew about the Tennessee trip. They want to question Hunter. Well, the thing is, everybody gets told all the time, we're not law enforcement. We don't carry badge numbers. We never went to the academy. Let the law enforcement take care of that issue. So for somebody to come up and ask questions when, you come to find, when you get involved in the YouTube and it comes to find out, you hear and learn new things. You learn about certain people that involve themselves in different foundations or whatever the case may be. Well, they go to Tennessee, but they go to Tennessee for the wrong reasons. They go down there to get and to take care of other things. They don't go down there to help search for Summer or to try to get new leads. I think it's just a game for some of these people to get the attention on YouTube. Unlike other creators, they take Summer's case very seriously. And not just Summer's case, but every children's case should be taken seriously.
Quesno, you're 100% wrong. And P-Snap, we're not part of that. So.
Yeah, I'm, peas in a pod. I have nothing to do with that. I would never say anything like that. I wouldn't even laugh about that. I'm sorry.
But you guys were pretty nasty to him too. So.
But that's the way I feel. If I got more involved in it, I would love to follow it a little bit more to where maybe, I could see different angles of the way people act around the Summer Wells questions and stuff like that. But it's very hard because there's so many people involved in it that some people just don't take it as serious as they should.
No, Mama Bear tried to get us involved for the drama part of it, and I actually thought it was about the Summer thing, so I would start talking to her about Summer Wells.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about Summer Wells or any missing child at all. At all. I don't see anything wrong with it. And
no, and then we started seeing the truth, and then that's when we turned around and started exposing people. Because I'm not going to get involved with shady shit. I'm sorry, and if you guys don't like it, I don't give a shit. Well, people, not all.
Just say people.
But I know Brooke, that's where Brooke is smart enough. She knows I wasn't talking about certain people.
Yeah, just say if people don't like it. That's an easy way to say it. Well, I don't like this, so I'm going to go ahead and give full disclosure. I do not like what True, Allie, Bear, and Hunter had to witness on a horrible night when Summer Wells was ODing.
This is for entertainment purposes and general awareness. It has been uploaded to the proper people. This is Allison, Mama Bear, and Chris, and her daughter talking, Allie's daughter. I want to know why nobody done anything and why nobody's still doing nothing. Yes, I've called it in to try to find out. I get no answers. Maybe somebody can help me.
True.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So, you gotta tell Mama Bear what you just told me. About her calling you 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who called you? Who's harassing you? What?
Not now.
Oh.
When me and Santa lived up on the hill up in, what was it? Just behind the Rover store. They called us at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And they were on their way to our house. Summer was 3 years old, and I guess Cam just had, I think it was meth or something on the table, and into it, and she called us. She showed up at our door, and Summer was like, she was shaking and crying.
God.
And I was like, y'all didn't take her to the hospital? And she was like, no, we would have got her arrested. So there we are, holding a freaking 3-year-old crying because she's scared and high out of her mind.
Oh my God.
Yeah. They
Now
never
who's doing
cared about their kids. And CPS does nothing.
Exactly. They did nothing. They did not take her to the hospital. They took her to Allie's house. And these children don't know the difference. Well, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they know the difference between good and bad. But I agree with TM. Every single child surrounding Summer case has been subjected to either substance abuse, physical abuse, domestic abuse, grew up in deprivation. They've all been let down. And we also know about other abuse they have suffered. That is inexcusable.
Yeah. They never cared about their kids. And CPS does nothing. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they did CPS checks, how the hell does she pass inspection? Yeah. Checks get yelled at if I have fucking dirt on my house. No. I get yelled at. I failed my inspections here if I have a fucking piece of gold. She laughed about it. She was like, yeah, they saw all the weed and shit on the table and they didn't say nothing. They just laughed. I swear this some the whole town is in this. No, say if cover up each other. I'll say if CPS was here for me and I had dirty dishes in my sink.
This has nothing to do with this quiz. Quiz, you're an
My
idiot.
kids right then and there for it being filthy because I had dishes in my sink. Trust me, they fucking fail me. They try everything over there to fucking fail me on my inspections.
Well, did y'all see?
You know what I told the lady? The other time? I'm sorry my house is lived in. You want to come here? You want this floor to be inspected? You can get fuck these, do it. Till then, you can leave. Don't come at me sideways. There ain't shit on my motherfucking floors.
Rose just asked her.
Oh, well, then she failed polygraph test. Oh, yes, okay, they failed her polygraph test twice.
How? How did that bitch fail a polygraph test? How many Xanax that motherfucker take?
I got it all the way wrong.
Sorry,
on this
she
one.
said she passed it.
She is so stupid. She is so stupid. I'm just going to say it. That's not even an opinion. That's a fact. We talk about polygraphs on this channel all the time. Okay, for one, like Just Me said, you don't lose your children over a sink full of dishes. Forget it. Nobody would have children. Okay? Ridiculous behavior to even suggest something like that. As far as polygraph goes, people love, especially like when people say, let's just get out the truth serum, Brooks. Let's get out the truth serum. No. They will not give you a polygraph test if you're all hopped up on Zanny the Nanny. It doesn't work that way. What those kids witnessed is something that an adult shouldn't witness, because an adult like Allie should have said, oh, hold on, let me go to the bathroom and get something, and call 911, and we would not be here today. She's not here to defend herself, but I'm telling you, that's what should have happened.
Oh, polygraph test. Oh, yes, okay, they failed her polygraph test twice.
How? How did that bitch fail a polygraph test? How many Xanax that motherfucker take?
I got it all the way wrong.
Sorry,
on this
she
one.
said she passed it.
Idiot.
Oh.
What'd you say?
I don't understand.
She wasn't being honest. That's why she failed.
Oh, I thought she said she passed it.
Everybody she passed it. No, she didn't. But my thing is, she failed twice. When I called her that night, when I came into the house after we were at the cookout and shit.
The night Summer come up gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how this bitch is just pacing back and forth in her house playing with her ass. When she called me a nana, drinking. When she called me a nana, she was sitting in the chair, freaking drinking. And I was like, well, where's all these people? They're out looking for her. I said, Don't you think you should be out there too instead of getting drunk off your ass? We can't leave.
Right. Well, nobody else.
My child's up there, Miss. I want someone to fuck tell me I can't leave.
Right. You ain't gonna tell me I can't search.
I want to know why.
All right. Nobody told Candace she can't search. It's stereotypical. Okay. When a child is missing, law enforcement will say, we need at least one parent at the home in case the child comes back. Law enforcement will be searching. They're going to have out the dogs, the drones, the tape, everything they have. But nobody told Candace she can't search. Candace took it a step further and said, but I don't want to mess up a crime scene. Who said a crime was committed, Candace? According to Dawn, she was abducted. So what do you mean, a crime scene? FBI card unit said she was not abducted. They said that did not happen. But as you see, leading up to June 15th, 2021, a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened. And the adults in this case make me want to puke. And I don't mean the ones that are bringing things to light, because everybody has their own way. Ooh. Queso and chips, my favorite dinner, said facts. They do not want parents to search and walk up on a deceased child. For FFS, use your heads. Yes. Candace could get out there and walk around right now. Okay, Candace can walk around right now. I am still very, very intrigued why she wants West Virginia Butterfly, or wanted her, to go to Gatlinburg saying that there was a search for Summer. There was not. I don't even have to call the TBI or Hawkins County about that. There's no reason to search in Gatlinburg. None. None. It is an innate nature we all have inside of us to take care of our children. Hell or high water will not stop us. These people are, they're cut from a different cloth. Okay? Ooh, hold on. May. My kitty Banjo has been at the vet all morning, now home. What happened to Banjo? What happened to Banjo? ICU, I know. Can't believe Dawn and Candace haven't been charged for anything. Something. Let me tell you what, they're not like us. They're not. And I'm not going to slap the hand of someone that's trying to do something to bring awareness to Summerwell's case. I'm just not going to do it. If I have to apologize years down the road because said person was wrong, then I will take my lumps there. You guys have seen me do it before. You've seen me do it before. It is just really crazy to me with this little girl missing. What could be more important in Hawkins County, Tennessee, than finding her? What could be more important? I don't know. We had a local on one day that said the only crimes that they have to look at is some Met Labs and the pawn shops. You have a little girl missing. Most precious parts of our society, children. And people are fighting amongst each other instead of looking at the greater good, which is shining the light on this little girl to find her. Peas in a Pod said they don't want Summer found. And justice will be a real thing one day. And today is May 1st. And remember, there will be a new sheriff soon in Hawkins County. And don't think that phone isn't going to light up like a brand new tanning bed in Miami, Florida, because people will be calling. I'm not advising it. I'm just know how it goes. And they're going to say, have you looked at the Summer Wells file? Do you know this finding and this finding and this finding? Do you know what these parents have said? Do you know what this crackpot in Florida, who is on the run from the police in Louisiana, has been doing? Do you know? And there might be a sheriff that's enough of a lawman to scratch his head and go, I better get the dust off that file and start digging. Because I personally believe with the new sheriff, we will be getting closer. Again, this is important.
Purposes and general awareness. It has been uploaded to the proper people. This is Allison, Mama Bear, and Chris, and her daughter.
Okay, this is an absolute lie because I sent it in. I sent it in. Do you think a wanted fugitive is going to communicate with the police? No. Did I know that at the time? No. Anything you want to say, Queen or Munch?
I don't know. I'm all dumbfounded about the whole situation, and it's kind of funny how since we've come out and we've exposed Mama Bear and Cattle King and Bubba and all that now we're the bad guys, and so they're trying to pick apart certain things, But we've always admitted. I mean, when Mama Bear had me up on her panel for the very first time, I admitted I partied with Andrew and Elisa when I first met them. But I also I was in the process where I just lost my best friend, my soulmate. So I mean. I was not myself back then.
Calm down. I'm right here. Shut up. God, I'm right here with you. I didn't go anywhere.
So they can say whatever they want, and now they're trying, like one of Mama Bear's friends, Connie.
There's no they. You know what's in your heart. You know what you're doing. You know what your husband is doing. There's no they. They can judge you, but they can't bankrupt you and they can't eat you. All right?
Exactly. Exactly. That's why the stuff that they do don't bother me.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. People will have questions about tactics and why people do what they do, but they're never going to know. If they want to keep going back to the same old lame excuse, clicks and views, I can point them to some other channels that get real clicks and views that are worth a mint every month on YouTube. So let's not be petty.
And who says no one's ever gotten hold of the Federal Better Business Bureau or U.S. Marshals and stuff like that? See, Mama Bear wants to give out all these measly, low-class sheriff department, law enforcement, police, whether they're town, city. Who says nobody's actually started putting information out there for them to look into certain things? Just saying.
Debbie said, anyone know who's on the run in Florida? Jeanette and Cattle King. I'm that bitch Mama Bear and Cattle King. They have warrants in Louisiana. Listen, the dinner bell will ring soon.
Talking, Allie's daughter. I want to know why nobody done anything and why nobody's still doing nothing. Yes, I've called it in to try to find out. I get no answers. Maybe somebody can help me.
True.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. So, you gotta tell Mama Bear what you just told me. About her calling you 3 o'clock in the morning.
Who called you? Who's harassing you? What?
Not now.
Oh.
When me and Santa went up on the hill up in, what was it?
She's such an idiot. I mean, really, Jeanette. Hey, who was harassing you? No one said if you get a call at 3 in the morning, someone's harassing you. Typically, they need something.
Well, I
Somebody,
could say I know someone last night that was harassing me at 3 a.m, but I'm not going to say any names.
well, I would keep that to myself forever and a day. So if somebody calls at like 3 a.m, it normally is some kind of an emergency or there's something going on. But she instantly jumps to that. Hey, who was harassing you? Well, maybe it, first off, somebody was calling and then they showed up at the door. Okay.
Just behind the Rover store. They called us at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they were on our way to our house. Summer was 3 years old, and I guess Candace had, I think it was meth or something on the table, and she was high off her ass, and she left the room, and Summer got into it, and she called us, and she showed up at our door, and Summer was like, she was shaking and crying.
Oh my God.
And I was like, y'all need to take her to the hospital. And she was like, no, we would have got arrested. So there we are.
Okay, so out of the mouths of babes, you've heard it before. True said, why don't you go to the hospital? Candace says no, because we'll get arrested. She got something off of the table, meaning Summer. Do you smell what I'm stepping in?
Holding a freaking 3-year-old crying because she's scared and high out of her mind. Oh my God. Yeah. They never cared about their kids.
And CPS does
nothing. No. That's what I'm saying. Like, when they did CPS checks, how the hell does she pass inspection? Yeah. Checks get yelled at if I have fucking dirt on my house. No. I get yelled at. I failed my inspection.
You might get yelled at because you already had a child removed and they're telling you, Allie, that you have to keep your house clean. That might be what's going on, but you never lost a child over dirty dishes. Did not happen. It might have been a suggestion when they came in to check the surroundings, because let's face it, you had True and you had Bear. All right? They were living with you, Allie. Hunter was removed. And I can say, actually, I'm just going to take an educated guess or an uneducated guess, whatever you want to call it. It had to do with Andrew making phone calls to CPS. And I know he did because I was on the phone as well, talking about things that happened between Hunter and Candace, which, by the way, none of it is Hunter's fault.
If I have a fucking piece of gold, she laughed about it. She was like, yeah, they saw all the weed and shit on the table, and they didn't say nothing. They just laughed. I swear, there's some. The whole town is in this. No, they all cover up each other. I'll say if CPS was here for me and I had dirty dishes in my sink, they'd eat my kids right then and there for it being filthy because I had dishes in my sink. Trust me, they fucking fail me. They try everything over there to fucking fail me on my inspections.
Well, did y'all see?
You know what I told the lady the other time? I'm sorry my house is lived in. You want to come here? You want this floor spick and span? You can get fuck these, do it. Till then, you can leave. Don't come at me sideways. There ain't shit on my motherfucking floors.
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, well, didn't she fail polygraph test? Oh, yes, she failed her polygraph test twice.
How? How did that bitch fail a polygraph test? How many Xanax that motherfucker take?
I got it all the way wrong.
Sorry,
on
she
this
said
one.
she passed it. Oh.
What'd you say?
I don't understand.
She wasn't being honest. That's why she failed.
Oh, I thought you said she passed it.
Oh, question it. I don't think it had anything to do with CPS either. I think Allie was getting Section 8 inspections. Yeah, I've heard about that before. Or HUD inspections. Some people call it that. And they're just like, no. No. You see, you only pay $55 a month for this house. You can at least bend over and pick up the trash. Yeah, that is common. That makes a lot more sense. Thank you for that. And by the way, no one is bashing Allie. This is about Summer and the adults that were around her. Now, as far as CPS coming up to Ben Hill Road on June 14th, that, in my opinion, according to Clyda Trent, was all about seeing Summer. Hence why they got Summer the hell out of Dodge the next day and stayed gone throughout the day because they were afraid they were going to come back, and left the boys there alone. They said to clean. But however, Grandis Abandis, and Can't said when they got home, the kids were just sitting at the dining room table watching TV. And I'm like, really? We've seen pictures of the house taken not long after. I've never seen so many paper towels and toilet paper stacked up. Ironing boards, which are not used, but they had clothes stacked all over them. I could smell the mildew.
She passed it. No, she didn't. But my thing is, she failed twice. When I called her that night, when I came into the house after we were at the cookout and shit.
The night Summer come up gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell me how this bitch is just pacing back and forth in her house playing with her ass. When she called me a nana, drinking. When she called me a nana, she was sitting in the chair, freaking drinking. And I was like, well, where's all these people? They're out looking for us. And don't you think you should be out there too instead of getting drunk off your ass? We can't leave.
Right. Well, nobody else.
My child's up in this. God wants to fuck tell me I can't leave.
Right. You ain't gonna tell me I can't search.
I want to know why. How?
No one told her that. They probably said someone has to be here. I've heard it in many cases. Even when the parents are guilty, and I'm not saying Dawn and Candace are, I've heard it in many cases where they have told we have to have a parent here or a grandparent here, because if the child comes back up here and we happen to miss, especially in a rugged terrain, it wouldn't be out of the norm. Peas in a Pod, who is the captain of our coin pusher team trying to make it an Olympic sport, said 2 huge bottles of laundry detergent unused. Well, I heard a little rumor about that. I heard there was meth milk in those. Does anyone know what meth milk is? I had to use Mr. Google to find out, and it scared the shit out of me. Queen, Munch, do you know what meth milk is? They're muted.
Sorry about that. I was trying to vacuum. What was that?
Oh, some people are saying that in those, the laundry detergent, it's got something called meth milk in it. I don't know what that is.
Oh, I don't know either.
I've heard of it, but I'm not like very highly educated on it.
Thank God that none of us are. Well, everybody, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I might be back on the second channel in a few hours after I eat lunch, and I've got a couple of errands to run. I got a busy Friday. Okay, I'm busier than a 3-pecker billy goat today. And if I do not get back with you, then I'll see you tomorrow morning and do it. So much love to Queen and Munch. And for anyone that's keeping Summer's name out there, whether you're hanging flyers, you have a YouTube channel, you're sharing her pictures, you're just, or you're just commenting in news articles, you know, or you're an awesome mod squad that happens to be part of Crime Lines and Lies that comes in and is advocating for Summer and all the missing children we talk about. Or you're someone named ICU that lives in Aspen, Colorado and keeps begging me to come live with her. And she advocates for Summer all the time. So let's just all remember we are on the same team. Okay? You guys are the absolute best. And I will see you back here, probably on this show, but more than likely on the other. I like to keep some mystery in our romance, my friends. Oh, Eberk said meth milk comes from the meth monkeys Fred had up there. God damn it. Sorry, God, you have nothing to do with the meth monkeys and Fred. Killer Looks said meth milk is a lot of money. Killer Looks, this is going to mess up my whole Friday. Are you serious? Meth monkeys at Fred's house? And meth milk?
Not you, I'm talking to Amy.
Oh my God.
Last week.
All right, Killer Looks, if you want, you can come up. I will wait. And you can explain this. I already heard about meth monkeys at Fred's house.
Yep.
I feel like a meth monkey right now, just from reading that comment.
No, he's good. I've seen his stuff before.
No, Killer Looks is awesome. He is an amazing person. He's there for summer. He doesn't want any drama, doesn't care about what anybody else does. He has put together some amazing information and love him. He does a great job. So Yo Killer looks like he is busy today, and that's okay. And I will see you guys back here because you know your old friend Brooks has got to go pee. Thank you again to Queen Bee of Mobs and to Munch and to all of you. And I will see you back here or the other channel. Just keep your reminders on. Thank you for being amazing people. Mwah.